The biggest challenge for me has been nothing, of course. Not just kidding. You just gave me the eye roll. The biggest challenge for me with the Whole Life Challenge has probably been stretching, making time to fit in the stretching. I've always been good about fitting in my workout. Um, just as a byproduct of the job, I've traditionally been pretty good with eating in the style in which the Whole Life Challenge wants us to, but I've always neglected the stretching, so taking and making the time to do that has probably been the biggest challenge for me thus far. I've actually enjoyed them all. My favorite lifestyle challenge has probably been journaling though. I think that was week one, maybe week two's activity, and for the most part I've kept that up throughout the whole challenge anyway. I find that it's helped me a lot, both with decompressing at night, getting my thoughts out of my head and on paper, and also those days when you're busy and maybe don't take time to appreciate the day like you should. You look back at what you've journaled over the last few weeks and realize that we're all pretty lucky, you know. So the journaling is something I have really enjoyed, and I hope to continue even once this challenge is over. I mean, I see myself doing it just forever. I've learned a lot from this challenge, believe it or not. I've learned a lot about myself, but also a lot about how to coach other people. I mean, it's something I do for a living and something I've done for quite some time. But whenever you put people in an environment like this with these parameters, it's neat to see how they respond. And then based on those responses, how we as trainers and coaches can motivate them, help them out, etc. But for myself, I've learned that I thought I was doing a 5 of 5 on nutrition or hydration or sleep every day. But when I really took the time to log it and think on it, I realized that I was eating some of my kids' leftover chicken fingers here and there, or maybe not getting the appropriate amount of sleep. So journaling, going to bed earlier, getting sleep, it's made me more aware of it, and learned that I was probably doing a 4 on a lot of those items, and it's made me step it up to a 5 now.
Changes.
Absolutely. I've noticed changes physically, like physiologically with myself, you know, just kind of tightening and firming up when you take out, you know, maybe a glass of wine at night, or, you know, not snacking on the kids' food as much, you know. I've also noticed changes in my sleep. I think that's been the biggest one. I'm always an advocate of sleep. I preach to my clients to get enough sleep, the importance of sleep for helping us recover, rejuvenate, but I was probably lacking in that one the most. And I do believe the journaling I talked about earlier has really helped me decompress at night and sleep much better. And this week we're adding meditation, and I've done my meditation at night these first 2 days, and I think it's contributed to that as well. So sleep and sleep patterns are what have improved the most, and what I hope will continue to improve throughout the rest of this challenge. It's a good question. I think I kind of already answered those a little bit, but to reinforce it or to reiterate, I would say sleep for sure, and stretching, and maybe stretching more than sleep. If I stretched once a month, I was probably lucky, you know. And now having to stretch every single day is probably what I noticed the biggest improvement in. In closing, I guess I would say this challenge has been eye-opening, you know, for many of my clients that are participating in it, but also for me. And I think anytime we put ourselves in a situation where we're challenging the norm or what we're comfortable with, and it forces us to break those barriers, it's always a good thing. Take it in stride, enjoy it, have fun with it, pick up some of these practices to continue to do long term and incorporate them in your lifestyle. It's an 8-week challenge, so they say it takes 21 to 28 days to form a habit. So after the 56 days of this challenge, a lot of these things should start to become habit, and I think we'll all be better off for it. And I definitely foresee us doing it again in a few months, just to pick up where we left off and keep reinforcing those good habits. So I'm proud of everybody who's participating. Keep up the good work, and I look forward to seeing how we all progress and change throughout the second half.